The King of the World, James Cameron, has returned with the third film in the Avatar franchise, Avatar Fire and Ash. While these movies are known for doing stupid numbers at the box office, they aren't exactly known for their lasting legacy or cultural influence. In my opinion, both the previous Avatar films were solid 3-star movies, with some of the best special effects in the industry, but really lacking in terms of storytelling and originality. I don't love them, but I prefer these movies dominating the box office to your standard sequel remake slop. Now, generally, this film improves on the previous ones in certain areas, but also lags behind in others. I do think storytelling wise and character wise, this is the most compelling in the series. The characters have much more to do here and feel a lot more dynamic, especially because there are a lot of switching sides and unexpected team ups that keep the plot interesting. The children and the human kid spider have a lot to do in this, and Sigourney Weaver's character is pretty interesting. I also think Neytiri, Zoe Saldana's character, is compelling in this. The main antagonist from the Fire People is played by Una Chaplin, and she's really doing a great job here as a totally hateable villain. The Colonel is pretty solid too. However, Jake Sully is still kind of boring as a protagonist. I will say I really like the casting of Edie Falco as a general because I think that's what Carmela Soprano was actually supposed to do with her life. The main problem with this movie though is that even though it has some unique scenes and ideas, it generally feels like a retread of the last two movies. I would have liked this more if it just ended after the 2-hour mark. The first 2 hours have the most original ideas and character development, in my opinion, but the last hour is just another big battle sequence of the good guys versus the bad guys. There are also a lot of plot threads that are carried through from The Way of Water that I was just sick of. There were a lot of plot points that would happen, and I was like, we've seen this exact thing before in the other movies. And this makes me seriously worry about the longevity of this franchise because I think James Cameron wants to make 5 of these, and I don't think there's enough gas in the tank for 2 more. We really need to start switching things up here. Looking at other franchises like Star Wars or Harry Potter, each film felt more unique and had different things happening, but this is just like humans versus Na'vi every time. And who am I to doubt James Cameron at the box office, but I think that people are going to get sick of it. With that being said, the main draw of Avatar films are obviously the visual effects, and yes, they are fantastic here. I was kind of disappointed by the design of the place where the Fire People live, because it kind of just looked like where the hyenas live in The Lion King. They could have gone for something cooler and more visually distinct and impressive. I don't really have much more to say. I think this makes for a good action blockbuster with good visuals. It's also the darkest film in the franchise and feels somewhat unique because of that, but I was left wanting something different out of the franchise. This gets a 6 out of 10. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like this review. Bye bye.